Hey guys, so welcome back to Hammer Down Pro's tabletop review. Today we're going to be looking at my EDC. Somebody asked me before, guy who has as many knives as you know, your EDC is probably crazy. Like, you know, what are you carrying? And it's like, it's not really as serious, but everything has a purpose, and I'll go through real quick exactly what I carry, and I'll tell you why I carry it, and I'll run right through really quickly because it's really my everyday carry pocket knife is the SOG Trident, and it has these ballistic this ballistic plastic body here. The blade is partially serrated. It has these thumb grooves here, and again, it's partially serrated, and it's a pretty good steel. It holds a good edge. It has an incorporated cord cutter, which really is the blade of the knife that acts as the cord cutter, but that's, I guess it's just to cut down on, you know, all the extra crap and the weight, which is a part, I'll get back to that. It has a nice belt clip. It has a hole for a lanyard, which I put some 550 paracord and actually watched a video online and learned how to make a paracord, cinch wrapped paracord lanyard. And you see it right here, it cinches, and if you needed to wrap that around your wrist and cinch it up, you could do that. The knife is very light, but it's very strong. I've used this knife to fishing, to prep fish, prep bait. I've used it to cut cords, cut boxes open, cut hard pieces of plastic away from things, different missions. It's completed all of them. It's a great everyday carry knife, and it doesn't weigh my pocket down. The lanyard also doubles as a quick access device, which I use. I just put the knife in my pocket, and then we all have had that issue where we drop a heavy knife in our pocket, it goes right to the bottom. But I put this knife in my pocket, it goes down to the bottom of my pocket, and I run the lanyard up and through my belt loop, at which point, whenever I reach down into my pocket area, I just put my finger around the cord and I pull the cord away from my pants, and just like you're about to see here, the knife slides up and it's right in my hand. So that's why I have this cord on here. That's why I chose this knife, for its lightness, its strength, and that's my everyday pocket carry. Now, inside of my truck, on the side door, right the pouch, right there by the steering wheel, not too far from the steering wheel, is the Smith & Wesson Border Guard. Now, I believe it's one of the best overbuilt folding knives that Smith & Wesson makes. It has a great belt clip. It has a designated seatbelt cutter / cord cutter. And as you can see, the seatbelt cutter cord cutter is actually melded into the knife itself, and it goes down and here it becomes the glass breaker, which also has a lanyard hole if you wanted to lanyard this up or whatever. You can look at how solid the construction is. The scales actually aren't the end. They actually have metal or the steel inserts, then the scales. They're grooved here with the finger grooves, so you can kind of get a good grip up on the knife. I guess it would have been cool if they would have put some finger grooves there, but I guess, you know, for what it is, it is what it is. It's kind of the blocky construction. You think it would not feel comfortable in your hand, but I have a certain size hand and it feels great. Again, every knife isn't for everybody. This is just what I carry. Guys, find the right knife for you. The blade is partially serrated. I want to confess right now, there was a time when I was not a fan of partially serrated or serrated blades. They have a purpose. Don't push them aside. They absolutely have a purpose. And it goes down into this, I guess, like a Tonto. It has a little blood grooves there. The blade is very sharp. And again, all good pocket knives, you should be able to actuate with one hand, and you can do that with this. Nice snap, comes out, very sturdily built, nice solid knife. I can't say enough about it. Yeah, this is the truck knife. This is my EDC truck knife, and that's the Smith & Wesson Border Guard, which is great. Now, on my EDC bag, my actual, people call it the bug out bag, I have the CRKT M16. They have several different variations of this, the CRKT. As you can see, it actually has some use. It has been used. She's not a safe baby, a glamour puss. This is not that kind of knife. These knives get used. Nice belt clip. This additional safety here, which is the actual safety. You can't just use the liner lock. You have to actuate the safety there and then use the liner lock, and she closes. Back open again. Partially serrated blade. This is a more aggressive type of serration. I have not had to sharpen it yet. I don't know what's going to happen when I do. I got a couple different serration sharpening tools, and the blade is fine, but that serration is going to be crazy when it's time to find out how to sharpen it, and we're going to get to that one day, I guess. But as for right now, she's doing great. There's the screw to tighten it up if you need it to. It has these two extended guards that come out that have the small holes in them, and they have the grooved thumb, the textured grooves there on the end. So when you hold it, it presents as a almost like a fixed blade. You won't feel like I can't do but so much with it, because my fear is that I'll activate the liner lock and the knife will close on my finger or close on my hand, or I'll lose my grip on it. It does not feel that way. It's 100% a great knife, and I keep it on my my bug out bag, which I'm going to do a video on. I have several. They each are designated for different things, but this one here, yeah. So that's the knife for the bug out bag there. As a little plus, I wanted to bring out my Olight Seeker 2. I don't really go out too much at night, but if I was doing something at night where I wanted to have light, I wanted to have a situation where I kind of, just had that backup torch, that really bright light, the ability to be able to put a strobe on somebody, the ability to be able to adjust the light and so forth. The Seeker Olight 2 is my EDC light, I guess you would say. As you can see, you press the button, and on one side you have the battery indicator, the other side you have the strength indicator showing you how strong the beam is. Right now it's on number 2. If I press it once, this is number 2, and then I go here, it goes to 4. You see right there, that's how bright 4 is. Outside, that is super bright. It doesn't look like it, but man, it is bright outside. And I think it'll go down to 1 if I do. There's 3 right there, and you just keep cycling through it until you find the 1. There's back to 4. Now, if I turned it off and I pressed it and held it, I'm actually locking the knife. I'm sorry, locking the light. So if I try to press it again, the red light comes on. You see the red light comes on. Press it again, red light comes on. It's locked. Just in case it's in your pocket and you happen to press a button on it somehow or whatever, then you got this super bright light in your pocket on, burning your pocket up because it gets really hot. You won't have that problem because Olight has that safety. Now you press it and hold it to unlock it. You press it, hold it, and now it's unlocked. You see the lights back on, there's the indicator, the lights on, and you go back and cycle back through your brightnesses, and it's a really cool flashlight. It has these rubbery inserts on the side. I was a little worried about that when I first saw it, because I said, oh man, after a while with the exposure to the elements and things like that, these rubbery inserts are probably going to come out. So far it's been out in the rain, it's been out in the sun, it's been out whatever, they haven't shown any kind of wear to that effect. It's a pretty good flashlight. On the top here, you put the charging node on it. It's magnetic, so USB connected. Put the node on there, it'll charge, and it usually only takes a little while to charge. I really haven't had a problem. Got a little lanyard thing there. I don't know of any lanyard cord that's strong enough to try to thread through there. I guess you could put a wire through there if you needed to or whatever, and have it for hanging if you were using it for camping. But that's my Olight. That's my EDC flashlight. We could just put that there. And again, my EDC truck knife, which sits in the pocket, the pouch pocket on the side of my truck. While I'm driving my personal truck, that's when I drive my truck. This is my EDC off of my actual bug out bag, my everyday carry bag that, you know, carry all the things I carry in the bag every day. And this is my actual EDC pocket knife. So again, the SOG Trident, the CRKT M16, the Smith & Wesson Border Guard, and the Olight Seeker 2 Pro. So guys, thank you for again watching. I appreciate you so much. Any questions that you have, or you want to send me a message or whatever, comment, go ahead, shoot it to me. And don't forget, if you like what you see, subscribe below. Listen, be careful out there. Don't forget, cut away. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks.